Some of us can feel like we can only do things if we have the interest right then and there to do it. Otherwise, we have to force ourselves, like depending on deadlines, for instance. Forcing ourselves can seem like the only option that we have. However, it may only have been a default option. It may not have occurred to you that there are alternative, non force based methods that exist and can, in fact, be practiced. And believe it or not, I'm guessing you've actually been there already. When the conditions are right, you're sailing. You're getting more done in a shorter time than most. Creative insights are there. They seem simple, obvious. Ideas just seem to click. I'm betting that at some point in your life, you've even gotten there without a deadline. When you stumbled into some form of work, you were cleaning, you were clearing, creating, whatever it was, you find yourself in those powerful surges of engagement. It wasn't fueled by fear, it just seemed to be brought to life. We have this feeling of accomplishment. We can feel rested, fulfilled. We might even feel like we want more. We're in that flow, right? And it's from that place of relaxed, heightened attention where we lose ourselves in the work and the play that we find a creative well, where we make our best stuff. What might be surprising is that at the root of that meaningful productivity is play, often care. But how does that get there? What does play have to do anything with productivity? What do I mean by play? I actually do mean the very same play that we find as toddlers. It just looks different when we get to be in our teenage and adulthood years. Play is not wasting time. It can be highly productive. If you look at a toddler playing, where it's distilled into its essence, we see this powerhouse of exploration, discovery, interaction. It's this natural state of mind that's focused on the present, inquisitive, exploring, creative. It's how we learn, how we grow. That's why play is so important to our work and elsewhere. And because play wells from within ourselves, it's not something we get from outside. What we learn and create in that state engages us deeply. We feel what we're doing to be real and meaningful. We discover the things that we trust to be true. It's why play helps us test limits. We want to know what the limits are, and when we know them, we start to shine. For some that I'll describe as wandering minds, play is a particularly powerful spirit, one that creates wonderfully, discovers, explores, is humorous, makes wonderful things. But what's upsetting and confounding and frustrating, you often don't know how you got there. In particular, how you get there for those things you didn't want to do to begin with. So, how do we start connecting that part of us that is inspired and powerful with the things of life that we have to do, the things that are boring, humdrum, all the rest? That playful spirit doesn't like to be told what to do. By definition, play is not told how to play. For those with those particularly strong playful spirits, this can create problems. Tricking ourselves, being dishonest with ourselves, forcing ourselves. Through shame, fear, we damage the trust, the very trust that we need for play to take root. We manipulate, we force, we're dishonest. These are not the heralds of self respect. Without a sense of trust and respect in ourselves, we have no confidence. And when we don't have that confidence, there's nothing for us to rely on. We have nothing on which we can play. Whether it's a child or the child within ourselves, play will not appear when we're scared or forced. So the question, of course, is can you get there? A place where you can engage with that powerful spirit while also managing responsibilities and the like. Avoiding deadlines is your only way of working. I believe it's possible. It is a process, it is a practice. Getting there may not be simple, but I think it's well worth it. And starting it can be simple. Head over to wavesoffocus.com/free PDF to get yourself a free PDF called Your First Step to Breaking Free from Force-Based Work.